Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. We just found a hidden coin inside of the upper echelons of the tower. We've been solving a bunch of puzzles, and we've been stumped actually quite a lot with some of them. So we've had to extend some of the episodes, but hopefully with editing it should have been trimmed down to a manageable size. So in this episode we're going to ascend this next part of the tower by solving this puzzle.
Do you suppose we're near the top yet?
Yes, but it seems that we have another puzzle in the way before we get there. Puzzle 100, 7 squares. This asks you to draw lines between the pins on the board to form 7 squares. The 7 squares do not have to be uniform in size, but you can only use each pin once. Give it a shot. Okay, so we have different colours. Each pin once. Okay, if I do the obvious thing and make these kinds of squares, can't use the diagonal ones, can we? Well, we can, but probably for a different kind of square. I just want to see what happens if I try to use all the little squares. Obviously it won't work, but okay, so I'm gonna have to get a bit creative. So let's do this diagonal square here. About that. It's a problem. Okay, let's use the weird pins and make a square. What's wrong with that one? Oh, yeah, of course it's being used, isn't it? Yeah. These giant squares seem to do the trick, don't they? Yeah, bring us. One, two red, one black, one blue. Let's fight, come on. Yeah, it's over. Get rid of the other. What's again? I can different use. Let's away. There's 5. Actually, in that space. You can make smaller pieces, do you? Use all of it. There's a big one made there. You can use this one. What's over here? Nice, makes sense. That one's pretty obvious. Is this a problem? I feel like this big square is a good one to use because it uses the 4 corner pegs. I can get this red one on its own. Would be nice if we could use. Oh, wait a sec. But then that one can't be used, can it? Oh yeah.
One eternity later.
I'm so confused right now. Why is it not letting me do it? God, this is hard. That was okay. I'm not gonna lie. That's hard. Let's use every single pin,
There
man.
we go.
Flipping hell. I was deep in thought for that. Still couldn't get it.
Another puzzle solved.
That's right. Dragging down all those tilted squares was quite fun, wasn't it? No, it was not. No, it was not.
Now we're free to keep climbing. You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge. There's almost nothing inside it.
Yes, quite. Other than Bruno's room in the cellar, the whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that's why Bruno's machines make such a racket. This tower is like a giant megaphone.
Why would anyone want to construct such a big, purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing.
Ha! Have you ever considered that this tower might have been built for the express purpose of exhausting us? This is just another one of the many trials that have been set out for seekers of the Golden Apple.
Gosh, that makes perfect sense. Maybe that's why the tower looks so scary on the outside.
Alright, that's puzzle number 100 done. Now we move. But that like takes 20 minutes or something.
This floor doesn't appear to have any puzzles for us. So if we climb this spiral staircase, maybe...
We'll reach the top floor. I think you may be right, my boy. Come, let's hurry. Okay, well, we've got stuff to find along the way. Don't know how Miss R made it up there before us, but okay, I'll take it. Coins in the windows. On the window to the wall. I think it looks like there's only one hidden coin. Like in each section. So we move.
Oh my gosh!
Our view was obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming cottage like this here?
Look! The lights are on, Professor!
It would appear that someone is living here. The tower secret! The path has been found, and we're now at the top. Yeah, we'll save. That was one massive tower. Flipping heck. Let's investigate around. The most precarious thing. Obviously, there's something inside the lawn. Anything in the windows? Scale the building. Find the coins. Steal the treasure. We're gonna find the treasure of Saint Mystere. There's only one. You've reached the top of the tower. Continue into the house. Return to the village to explore more. I think we've got everything we need. I mean, we don't have the final piece of the painting, unfortunately, but we'll have to leave that for a post-game. Let's just get in.
What kind of person would live in a place like this? Unbelievable! Just look at this room. The stuff in here has to be worth a fortune.
This must be the top floor that Bruno spoke of.
So we might be standing in the same room as the golden apple at this very moment. I've been waiting for you two.
It's you! What's this? What's going on here?
My boy, what you see here is the golden apple herself.
You're the golden apple? Professor, you knew about this?
I had an inkling. Don't you see the genius of it, though? Baron didn't write the will to find a successor to his fortune. His true aim was to find a worthy guardian for his daughter, and he was willing to put his whole fortune on the line to do so.
Yes. My name is Flora. I've been waiting here in the tower for so long. Were you locked up in here the whole time?
Oh no,
But before Papa passed, he told me that I should wait here until someone from outside St. Mystere came for me. Papa said that whoever came for me would be someone I could trust with my life. So that's why you kept watching us move around the village. What was that?
What's going on? Hmm? Oh! Here I come! Ready or not! Follow me! Come now.
follow me. We must evacuate this tower immediately.
What now?
This way.
What are we going to do? We've got it. Just wait a moment, Flora.
Yes. Hmm?
Layton, I'll smash you right out of the sky! No! This isn't over yet, Layton! Just you wait! One day, I will have my revenge on you! Hold tight!
Hmm?
Thank goodness you're alright, Professor. Don Paolo's flying contraption was something else. I really thought we were done for back there.
Yes, it was a bit unnerving, but he also provided us with the answer to one of our ongoing mysteries. Do you remember that awful noise we heard the first time we visited Reinhold Manor?
The one that spit Claudia? Oh, that must have been a noise.
You've put it together. The racket was likely Don Paolo's contraption making a crash landing. If that's the case, then we know now the approximate time of Don Paolo's entrance to St. Mystere.
That makes perfect sense. So it follows that Franco wouldn't have noticed Don Paolo's entrance. So if Flora's the golden apple that everyone's looking for, that means the treasure that Lady Dahlia and the others were chasing never existed in the first place.
No, I'm fairly certain they weren't mistaken. I do believe a fortune is hidden somewhere within the village. But the Baron would need to hide it somewhere only the golden apple would know to look.
You mean that Flora knows where the treasure's hidden? I'm sorry, but I don't know about the treasure or anything like that.
Oh, let's head back to Reinhold Manor one more time. I suspect we'll clear everything up there. Luke, run the bath. Get me a cloth and a chair. She'll spill the beans sooner or later. I think a good old waterboard won't clear up.
Golden apple.
Alright, mystery number 2 solved. Last one to go.
Professor, do you really think the treasure could be located here?
Look closely at this painting, Luke. I'm sure it holds the key to the Reinhold fortune.
But I've already looked at it.
We solve this mystery, Luke. I'm certain we'll come face to face with the Reinhold treasure. Touch the painting where the golden apple is hidden. Alright, and the hint, obviously we just saw the apple birthmark on, what's her face, on Flora. Come now, my boy, think carefully.
Oh yes, now I remember.
It should be right there.
I remember now, it's right here. Aha! A hidden switch. The switch seems to have activated the wall. And to think the Reinhold Manor held a secret behind this painting all along. It looks like there's a passage that leads further in. Oh. Let's see where this passage goes.
Yo! Put Scrooge McDuck to shame.
Oh my goodness, look at this place. I had no idea.
Yeah, sure you didn't.
Now in the world did you know that the switch is hidden in the painting?
Listen closely, Luke. Wisdom wasn't the only thing Baron Reinhold required of potential guardians for his only daughter. You saw it too, did you not? That peculiar mark on her neck that only appeared once she laughed. In other words, Baron Reinhold set out one last requirement for the potential inheritors of his fortune. He wanted someone who could make Flora smile again after losing those dear to her. To that person and that person alone would Baron Reinhold reveal the location of his actual fortune.
That's unbelievable, Professor, but it all makes sense now. Flora, my little Flora.
Wait, I don't know who said that.
Where's that voice coming from?
Flora, you've made it here at last.
That voice! Papa, is that you? Papa!
My dear Flora, has the village watched over you as I would have? I built St. Mystere for you so that you would never have to know true loneliness. Well, to be fair, Bruno did the actual building, but that's beside the point. In any case, if you've come this far, I suppose it's safe to assume my plan was a success. My greatest regret is that I'm not there to see you become a young woman. But please know that I want nothing more than for you to be happy. Whether the person by your side right now can give you that or not is up to you, I suppose. And to you who have found your way to my daughter's side, you have my heartiest congratulations. Few could make it through the barrage of puzzles I set before you. I imagine a person of your abilities have already caught on, but allow me to reveal St. Mystere's secret.
Secret of St. Mystere?
Recently, I was told by my physician that I don't have much time left on this earth. I can come to terms with dying, but the thought of leaving my only child alone in the world torments me. This is why I've commissioned Bruno to construct St. Mystere. At least this way, she'll be safe and protected until she's old enough to venture into the outside world. Streets and buildings are the bones of a village, but its heart is the people who live in it. This is why I asked Bruno to create all the villages here, as well as all the puzzles hidden within them. I've asked Matthew to make news of my death public only once Flora has grown past childhood. So, stranger, how does my beautiful little flower look now? I imagine she's blossoming into adulthood. Equally important to me is finding someone to whom I can trust both my daughter and my fortune. This is why the inhabitants of St. Mystere are constantly testing the knowledge of the visitor. If you've made it this far, it must mean you possess both wisdom and dedication to my daughter. I'm confident that you will take good care of my fortune and Flora. This is why everything in this room, the whole of my fortune, belongs to you now. When you remove it from here, St. Mystere will complete the objective for which it was created. I imagine the inhabitants will fall into a deep sleep from which they are never to awaken.
Now wait just a minute. Is he saying that if we take all the treasure, all of St. Mystere will just disappear?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, Luke. But it's possible that St. Mystere is designed to shut down the instant we lay a hand on the treasure. So if that happens...
everyone will just stop? Just like puppets with their strings cut?
I leave it to you, brave traveller. Draw the curtain on St. Mystere and lay this lifeless village to rest. Above all else, take care of my precious daughter. She's in your hands now.
Oh, Papa. I can't believe it. If we even touch this treasure, all of St. Mystere will just grind to a halt.
Flora, by right this inheritance belongs to you. You should be the one to decide what's done with it.
I don't want it.
But why ever not, my dear?
The people who live here have been with me for so long. Curious as this village is, it's watched me grow up. I want St. Mystere, my village, to just stay as it is. Forever.
I see. Then so it shall be. What of you, Flora? Will you stay here with your village? Last mystery done. Are you sure this is quite alright, my lady?
Certainly. If leaving will make Flora happy, I'd like nothing more than to see her off with a smile.
Goodbye then, little village. Cool. What an astonishing village that was, Professor. Does this mean you'll be gracing the front pages of the London papers again sometime soon?
No, Luke. St. Myster's secret must stay between us.
Huh? Why do you say that?
You see, my dear boy, we don't want people to make a spectacle of Flora. That wouldn't be right.
Of course. Always thinking of others.
Well, one must always put a lady's needs first. That's what a gentleman does.
Alright, and with that, we've completed Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Now, we didn't manage to complete all of the puzzles, so that's going to be saved for the bonus episode. But my thoughts on the actual game itself, it's a nice introduction to the puzzles genre. Obviously, there's been other games with puzzles and stuff like that, but this one actually tries to tie the puzzle solving into the story itself. So, like, why does everyone have a puzzle in the village? Because it was programmed that way. Every single person was built from the ground up by Bruno. I don't think we're supposed to question how this guy right there, can build like life-like models. What do they call him in Avengers? LMDs, life model decoys, is basically what they are. I mean, they're living full lives. Now, if it was me solving that and I found the treasure room, and then Flora says, "Oh, I don't want it. Well, I'll have it then. Screw you." Who's to say that the kill switch for the treasure? You haven't even tested it. Like, you know. Take a piece, just see. Anyway, so, you know, if it were me in that situation, I would take the treasure, but I would find out what the kill switch was to, like, cause the entire city, the entire village to shut down, and obviously reverse engineer and get them to work without it. In fact, if Bruno designed the whole thing, I'd go find him in the tower and tell him I want the treasure, but I don't want the village to stop. Best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Because his place was in the basement, wasn't it? So the tower collapsed. I mean, was he still in there? I don't know. But we can find him. Shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, we've got a little recap there on the side of Don Paolo and basically the entire story. The weirdest thing, I don't know why, the village, the Ferris wheel was the thing that stuck out the most. Like, how do you even get that thing to move? Shouldn't there be like some gears or mechanics on it to make it like roll really fast? Because all Don Paolo had was like a remote control. We didn't see the power source that was actually pushing it forwards. But anyways. Yeah, so the actual puzzles themselves, I mean, a lot of the first lot are real basic puzzles to kind of get you into it, and then those ones towards the end, they're genuinely hard. Like, some people, I bet, haven't even finished this game and need walkthroughs to do it. Now, I used the walkthrough on the last one, on the squares, because I just couldn't be asked working out, but I have played this game, start to finish, 100%ed it, on my own, without a walkthrough. You're going to have to take my word for it on that. But that's on the actual DS, not on this. So I just wanted to play through the game and kind of reacquaint myself with the adventures. And, you know, we'll probably do the Pandora's Box and other future ones later. Now, that guy's living in the village, Bruno. He's a human. He's not an LMD. Like a life model decoy. He is a real person. So he's alone now in that village. Maybe that one extra explorer, he's like a person as well. But aside from those two, there's no other humans in that village. That Bruno guy's gonna die there. Okay. And now, they're saying that, like, those people are real human beings. I don't know about that, because, like, you know, you're making machinery, robots, basically. And they're saying they don't even have a beating heart. They don't, what's powering them? When they cut themselves, what do they see? Do they see blood? Do they see mechanics and cogs? Because we saw the one small cog in Simon's back. Or near Simon, or whatever. So, obviously, they run on some kind of machinery. Not even, like, intricate little nanites or anything. Massive cog. That cog was, like, not a small cog. That thing was huge. And if that's the thing that's powering people, you'd think they'd know that they weren't human or flesh and blood beings. I don't know. But anyway, here we get some post-game story. She's doing a bit of cooking. This guy seems to still be stuck inside of wherever he is. I mean, this guy made it into the tower without even knowing it. We should get him on our side. He could have gotten us up to the top of the tower without even realizing it. He probably dug his way up there somehow. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what we got next? Oh, this mustache guy. What's this stashing guy about? What's his role in the village? He's hanging around in the sewers. Creep. I mean, to be fair, everyone in the village was a weirdo. But I still think the craziest person in the village was that little girl. When you look into her eyes, it's like a bottomless abyss. There's no soul in there. I mean, like, there's no soul in any of the villages anyway. But her, she's evil. She's possessed. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Crazy people in this village. And my favorite character, probably say, like, of the villagers. Where is he? Who's that dude? Probably the bachelor guy. Yeah, fatso guy. To be continued. Yes, there is a future game. But also to be continued because we've got unfinished puzzles. We haven't solved every single puzzle. Though you've reached the end of though you reached the story's end, Professor Layton and the Curious Village is far from over. How many puzzles did you solve over the course of your adventure? Precisely 120 puzzles are hidden throughout the village, so why not try to complete every puzzle? Also be sure to check the bonus section. Fulfill certain conditions to unlock more bonus content. Your game will save now. When you continue, you will resume play at the top of the tower. Okay, let's save it. So we've got 6 more puzzles to find. So those puzzles we will save for the bonus episode. Possibly one of 2, because we've also got the actual bonuses later on down there. But for now, I will leave you at the title screen. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time where we complete the final 6 puzzles of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Take care.